Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is Thea the Awakening, and we are about to set off on another journey. And we have many options. For example, well, let's start with the quests we can do. We have a bandit camp here, a 3-skull bandit camp, and I believe they might be producing bandits to come and attack our village, so we might want to take them out. We have a spider's nest here, which we can then combine with the cosmic tree and the divine quest. Now, the thing about the cosmic tree, though, is I believe that there is something I need first. I forget. We talked to the elf, right? And the elf is like, yeah, find some shards. So, one of these is the elf, and one is the shards. This guy looks vaguely elfish. And this looks like a place. So maybe we'll find the shards there. So we can do the divine quest and that. We also have the Ice Princess, then we could also get treasure from here. And I'm also thinking of combining this trip with a gathering expedition, so here, of course, we can get... Oh, wow, we found even more elven wood, so we can get just shit tons of elven wood, some regular leather, some bone, and some nuts. Those are all good things. We also might want some coal and straw. That's useful. We can try to get down here somehow. I think we should be able to get here without crossing a river to get some spider silk. If we go to the bandit camp, for example, we could do that. And around here, we have, of course, scaled leather and bird meat and straw. So those are all things that we could potentially do. I want to take care of this bandit camp, though. It makes me nervous. But at the same time, I'd rather, for the sake of this LP and make things fun, I'd rather do some more quests. So let's do that instead. We have some idle villagers, that's alright. That's the problem with doing the stuff like that off camera, is that it happens kind of randomly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hold on a sec, and I'll make sure that none of the villagers are idle. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we're going to head down to our divine quest. Or we will next turn. Our sword production is going really well. Uh-oh. There seems to be some bugs around here. I guess we need movement points to attack them. That sucks. We could have possibly... Well, okay, we shouldn't have auto-resolved that. Erica and Raven both got wounded, though minor wounds. Spiders are getting the heck out of dodge. Let's go here. Hunting or sickness? I think we're better at brewing. Yes, we are. We got some spider silk. So this is why you always want to attack the roving monsters yourself instead of having them attack you. That way, no chance of injury. Sneak. Alright, you assassinate your enemy in cold blood and with the grace of an alpha predator. So we got a shield and some bones. Great. Nice, what's that? Oh, is that exotic fruit? It sure is. Exotic fruit. We might want to gather some of that stuff. You find the remains of an old town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go. Let's look at it. You enter the old building and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge, as even in the entrance hall there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may we be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was awry in the world. Who are you, and why are you still here? It doesn't look hospitable. Why, I am the porter, of course, here to meet and greet you and direct you to the faculty you seek. So, are you here for a tour, to sign up, or perhaps you've come for the board meeting? The tour? Ah, the tour. Unfortunately, our student guides seem to have overslept. Thus, I must inform you, the tour has been cancelled. Can you tell me something about the university? The Grand University was founded by King Marius the Wise in the Third Era. Legend says he stole a tear of wisdom from an elven queen, and thus was able to gather all this knowledge within one building. The university thrived until its fall during the first decade of the Age of Darkness. Unfortunately, that is the extent of my knowledge. You must visit the Grand Library when it is open for visitors for more information. Can we go there now? No, it is closed. Right, okay, well, you mentioned a board meeting, perhaps? Excellent. You must be from another foreign delegation, then. I've been told there might be latecomers. The board meeting is on the 3rd floor, in the Thorn Rose Room. You look towards the stairway, and you see it is crumbled and full of cracks, but it should be fine to climb. Alright, let's just leave the strange hooded man and go up the stairs. You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death. But as you enter one such lecture room, you see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people, dressed in academic gowns. Let's approach the table and say, "Hello." One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull, but then you blink and the old man's face stares at you. "Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul. And I dare say you look alive." "Well, our god told us to come here." "Ah, so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers." "Yes, you are correct. So what do you know of it?" "In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference." "What? You took power from gods? How?" "It was not easy, nor done without the aid of powerful and evil magic. But it was done. Each god, you see, had their own duty, their domain, and it was both their strength and their weakness. By hitting them all at once, we also didn't give them a chance to aid each other, as they normally would." "Why did you do it? Why did you burn the tree and hurt the gods?" "Well, that's a funny story in itself, I suppose. Good times. We were tricked by the Human Advancement Department. We were presented with false data to suggest that the gods were about to destroy all life, that they'd grown arrogant and wanted to wipe Thea or humans to create new, more obedient kinds. Anyway, it was all a lie, and those who knew the real reason are no longer with us." Are you serious? You defied the gods and burned the sacred tree? For a theory? "Well, we never actually had anything to do with the pillars in the cosmic tree. That was the Human Advancement Department's work. We just had to take care of the gods. But yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, it now seems like a rubbish idea." "You said you used the dark magic." Dun dun dun. "Our plans were cosmically big, as it were, and so we needed help that a few would be willing to give, and even less capable enough to provide. A mage arrived at our doorstep, offering all the right answers. Even after we figured he was the famed Dark Lord, banished ages ago in the Great War of the Eye, in the Westerlands, we still couldn't say no.
It was him or nothing.
So, faced with working with an entity so evil that it almost devoured the world more than once, on more than one continent, you thought it would be fine? And wait, you said you're a professor?
Oh, don't get me wrong. We knew we were working with evil, but the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, the very notion we could defy the gods, it was glorious. I think the Dark Lord didn't even break a sweat convincing us.
I guess it does sound rather grand. Actually, I don't believe that. I'm just saying that because I'm a polite villager, and I'm trying to get this quest done, so I'm not going to insult the man. But, did no one see the foolishness of your plan?
Well, there were suspicions. Some gods even took notice, but the Dark One was clever and diverted their gaze every time, building a fake army in his old stronghold, and sending out omens of his return worldwide. This was step one of our plan. This was how we would trap the Supreme Gods.
The Supreme Gods?
Yes, like Perun and Mokash in the Easterlands. Every land in Thea had their own. They needed to be broken first, else their power would protect the others. Mokash we could not lure away, for she is wise and careful. But Perun, well, let's just say he was keen to go into battle. Very keen.
Morena is a wise goddess. Surely she did not fall to your deception.
The Lady Morena, our patron and guide for centuries. Our betrayal of the goddess stung us deeper than any other, but we argued to ourselves that she would approve of such prudent and pragmatic approach. When our patron appeared to us, realizing what we were doing, and as ever, asking us for the reasoning for our deeds, we entered into the debate and presented her with our theoretical considerations. However, the betrayal came from using filthy magic to temporarily trap our guest, just long enough for us to destroy all the grand universities, including ours, at once striking a great blow to Morena's domain of knowledge.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought she was the goddess of, like, death. So she's also the goddess of pragmatism and knowledge. So that's like the perfect goddess for Marcus Aurelius. I think we named the village correct. Aurelia, the village of Morena, goddess of wisdom and pragmatism. So what? Destroying some buildings made our goddess lose her power? Surely not.
No, we were gravely mistaken, and we did not know Morena's full nature. She was a patron of knowledge and wisdom, yes, but not dependent on it. Nature and the wheel of fate and destiny are her true dominion. She laughed at us, telling us that our plans will fail miserably and that we were ever foolish to trust in magic instead of the natural progress of mankind. We were so ashamed. We thought that since our plans had failed, she would aid us, the others. But she just left, saying that fate will now take its course.
So how do we restore her power if she willingly let it go?
Go and seek more answers, my friends. If she wills it, she will show you the way to please her. Such are Morena's ways.
Okay, fine, I guess. So where to next?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead, for eternity, as punishment for our actions. A sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off the gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
Who sentenced you?
Once champions of the gods, like yourselves, realized our crime, they came to seek retribution, but the Dark Lord wanted to be sure the world burns, and so he cloaked this place from any mortal eye. Without the gods' guidance, no one could find us and learn the truth. Then came a lone spirit, claiming to be an echo of the Pantheon. The spirit cursed our souls to eternal damnation for our arrogance, making us unliving and bound to this building till the end of days.
Well, dude, it's only been like a couple hundred years. I mean, that's not quite an eternity. How can you be freed if this is a curse? Can you be killed?
There is a way to try and free our souls from these unliving bodies. With the underworld shut, we will still roam Thea, but at least we will be free.
Why do you even believe you should get freedom after all you've done?
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever, if you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death, but eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to your gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
Your crimes are despicable, your arrogance beyond measure, and your stupidity in trusting dark forces goes beyond any measure. Too much measure in one sentence. Come on, guys. But your fate seems dire, and there is little point in more suffering in this world. Give us the location first. We will then think about releasing you. The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness.
I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
Okay, 3 choices here. They all have 3 skulls. While the impulse for revenge is futile and unwise, you have defiled the very bastion of knowledge, once the very seat of Morena's power. It is time you face the other face of our goddess, Death. No, we're not going to do that. We're good guys. Our Lady Morena values reason over emotion. Revenge is an empty feeling. You have served your punishment, and now you have aided us in our search. We will attempt your release. Okay, that is intellect, which would be really helpful if we had Nazoth with us, but we do not. We do have Artanis, though. And then, Morena is not one to appreciate inaction, and yet perhaps she will find wisdom in our desire to leave you to your wretched fate. Nope, we promised this guy we were going to try to help him, and even though he's a big jerk face and they did something really dumb, we are going to try to help him. Let's go. We have Artanis. I don't want to lose her, but for the rest of the guys, we don't really have the A-team here. Good luck. Damn it, we lost Artanis. But we do have some other good people. Let's see what we can do. First things first, let's get Artanis out there. Let's see what they pull out. That does 11. Well, if they both hit her, we're going to be in some trouble, so... let's... Okay, so they all have Confuse 4. So I want the one who's actually the least useful otherwise. And that is Lily. So we're going to confuse it. And then we're going to shield Artanis. Okay, and she's going to get worked. I don't know what we can do about this. There's just too many of these things. And they do a ton of damage. Our only hope is that they attack the people on this side. So let's do that. Let's throw out Wherein and Erica. Although, I mean, none of our guys do a lot of damage, so... and they're... oh god, they're really buff. So 15, 17, 18. We are not going to win this challenge. I don't see how we could. Countering tactics not going to work, because we only can do it to level 2. I guess we can confuse more of them. The more we confuse, the more we can attack in the first round, but... let's confuse. Why aren't you letting me do this? Oh, I don't have a turn. Dang it. Alright, and let's shield. Oh, we can't. Dang it. We're gonna get rocked here. This is beyond us. We can't. I don't see how we come out ahead here. We won't even take out half of these guys. But I guess we'll give it a try. Yeah, we didn't do anything there. And Artanis is down. We're just getting worked here. Oh, man. You take time to meditate and find your inner peace. In this place of sorrow and darkness, you seek a link to your gods by opening up your hearts and souls. But this place has been stained with too much darkness and evil, and your connection to the gods is too weak to aid the scholars. The professors only nod in thanks and return to their table, debating a theory of why you have failed. They do not respond to any hails, and so you are left with no recourse but to leave the place. As you do, you feel the great disappointment of your gods weighing down upon your shoulders. But at least you know where to go and seek more knowledge next. Damn. Alright, time to leave this cursed place. I mean, that was way too much. I mean, that was so much intelligence that required? There's just no way. No way. Even if I brought... Let's see here. Alright, Nazoth has 6 intelligence. Pika has 4. 2. Well, Arcanus has 10. He would have been useful, as would Selena. I mean, maybe if I emptied the whole village and just came with everyone, all 20 people, I might have been able to win that challenge, but... And that sucks. My gods are disappointed in me. That would have been great if we won that. Maybe something really cool would have happened. I don't know. I didn't end the quest, but that really stinks. Although I think that's a bit of a challenge for an early quest. Because, I mean, how do you even gain intelligence? I don't even know how to do that. Maybe there's some material that you can make weapons out of that improves intelligence. I'm not sure. But regardless, we are out of time. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Marcus Aurelius. I hope you enjoyed me speaking like an old man for 15 minutes today. Well, regardless, have a good one.